Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Sort of Chaos
Yo.
podcast. By my side, Paul.
Peace. Not peace.
We're saying goodbye already. Thank you for being live with us. We're supposed to be live an hour ago, but we tried to get that pop-in sound when it's live, that pop-in sound that comes up every 6 minutes or so. So please let us know if the audio starts popping and then afterwards it stops and then it starts again. It's a weird fucking glitch and we're yet to figure out the cause of that. But welcome to the show. Today, I thought we would do a live little criticizing of a commercial, going old school. And of course, the commercial we are gonna critique is it's not even a commercial. What the fuck is it, Paul?
It's a statement.
A statement, some sort of something. It's a Girls magazine. It's made by them, so I guess it's a commercial for them. How is it called?
Be a girl. Be a woman.
Be a woman, right?
Be a woman.
You guys know it. It was shared everywhere. So we're going to see it on full screen because, this video will get demonetized probably, but it's okay. We're used to it. We're going to see it on full screen, hopefully with sound. I'm going to take a look at it because I've seen it once. I rolled my eyes and then I saved it so I can feed you the live frustration, right? So with that being said, Paul,
Yep.
let it rip.
Mm-hmm.
And now you have to know you need the mouse to press play. Profesh. On the fucking screen, we had this training, dog.
To the imagination. Don't be a temptress. Men can't
From the
control
beginning.
themselves. Men have needs.
Let's take it from the
Look
top.
hot. Don't be so provocative. Be a lady, they said. Your skirt is too short. Your shirt is too low. Don't show so much skin. Cover up. Leave something to the imagination. Don't be a temptress. Men can't control themselves. Men have needs. Look sexy. Look hot. Don't be so provocative. You're asking for it. Wear black. Wear heels. You're too dressed up. You're too dressed down. You look like you've let yourself go. Be a lady, they said. Don't be too fat. Don't be too thin. Eat up. Slim down. Stop eating so much. Order a salad. Don't eat carbs. Skip dessert. Go on a diet. God, you look like a skeleton. Why don't you just eat? You look emaciated. You look sick. Men like women with some meat on their bones. Be a size 0. Be a 00. Be nothing. Be less than nothing. Be a lady, they said. Remove your body hair. Bleach this, bleach that. Eradicate your scars. Cover your stretch marks. Plump your lips. Botox your wrinkles. Lift your face. Tuck your tummy. Perk up your boobs. Look natural. You're trying too hard. You look overdone. Men don't like girls who try too hard. Be a lady, they said. Wear makeup. Highlight your cheekbones. Line your lids. Fill in your brows. Lengthen your lashes. Color your lips. Powder, blush, bronze, highlight. Your hair is too short. Dye your hair, not blue. That looks unnatural. Look young. Old is ugly. Men don't like ugly. Be a lady, they said. Save yourself. Be pure. Don't be a whore. Don't sleep around. Men don't like sluts. Don't be a prude. Don't be so uptight. Smile more. Pleasure men. Be experienced. Be sexual. Be innocent. Be dirty. Be the cool girl. Don't be like the other girls. Be a lady, they said. Don't talk too loud. Don't talk too much. Don't be intimidating. Why are you so miserable? Don't be a bitch. Don't be so bossy. Don't be so emotional. Don't cry. Don't yell. Don't swear. Endure the pain. Don't complain. Fold his clothes. Cook his dinner. Keep him happy. That's a woman's job. You'll make a good wife someday. Take his last name. You hyphenated your name. Crazy feminist. Give him children. You don't want children? You will someday. He'll change your mind. Be a lady, they said. Don't get raped. Don't drink too much. Don't walk alone. Don't go out too late. Don't dress like that. Don't get drunk. Don't smile at strangers. Don't go out at night. Don't trust anyone. Don't say yes. Don't say no. Just be a lady, they said.
All right, so that was the commercial. I'm sure you saw it, right? I like to say from the start, it's bullshit. It's pandering. That's why I don't like it. First of all, I like to begin with, as a fellow, video producer, I like to compliment the director. It's very well made, right? Music and everything. The shots, shot nicely, very well edited. Love it from that point of view. And it's about the maximum I can. The best thing I can say about this is that, because the rest of it, it's pandering. It's pandering to girl power, and in a way, it's divisive. Divisive. You ladies need to fucking chill the fuck out with this, because who is they? That's my main question, Paul. Who is they? Is it men? Is it all men? Is it a thing that, because listen, ladies, these are standards that men have too, believe it or not. Be a man, they said, right? Hold on. Do you have audio here? Can you hear something?
Yeah.
Like
They said we have.
all right. Right. So, where was I?
Be a man, they said.
Right. I'm gonna do that sketch. I want to do that sketch. Be a man, they said. Right. Because it's like not like we don't fucking have our own things that society pressures us into, but this thing just latches on to opposite side things. Like, I, as a man, am responsible for anything history and any other man living today did, right? It has this tone like, fuck men, girl power, right? It's not just girl power, it's fuck men, girl power. And except for the part where we are stronger than women and as predators, right? Like as the lowest of the lowest, we are a danger, right? I'm having lag in my headphones, my cool headphones.
Too cool.
But besides that, I can't talk like this. Fuck this. But besides that, it's just pandering, right? And I think we should take this shot by shot. Maybe people will start gathering live, right? And maybe kind of like discuss this a little bit, shot by shot. Until then, I'm gonna get some new headphones because these are tripping me out.
You tripping?
The fish. Did I pull something up?
Someone said they is the general social conditioning we all created unknowingly.
You can let the people see my struggle. The struggle is real, folks. The struggle is fucking real. Nothing works. Right.
Here? All good?
1 2 1 2. Yeah, I kind of can hear myself. Let me just bump up the volume a little bit. 1 2 1 2. Mic check.
1 2.
We're good. Right. So let's take a look at this piece by piece. Paul, I'm going to ask you to hit stop when I ask you to hit stop, right?
Mm.
And so we can comment it a little bit. So go ahead.
Be a lady, they said. Your skirt is too short. Your shirt is too low. Don't show so much skin. Cover up. Leave something to the imagination. Don't be a temptress. Men can't control themselves. Men have needs. Look sexy.
Stop.
Look hot. Don't be so provocative.
So I don't think there's any, like, at least in modernized countries, I don't think there's any more pressure. Not that much to be called a whore. I think disregarding your average stupid man that girls need to protect themselves, right? Take care what they say in the front of stupidity. But that applies to men too, right? If I run my fucking mouth to a dude who's built like this, right? And I bounce into him and I go like, the fuck's your problem? He's gonna rip my fucking head apart. And me, As a human, not as a man, as a human, I'm like, I better protect myself from this, right? There was this video a couple of days ago on Facebook. I showed it to Paul. You guys might have seen it, with this girl that's just, there's this kid, high school kid, right, sitting down, and this girl just bullying him, just fucking smack him across the face, and smacked him once. The dude raised up, he smacked her. We have to show that video too eventually.
That was so funny. The girl was like,
The girl filming, like, even hesitated for a second before she realized what the fuck is going on. And then the girl who was slapped, the guy was trying to walk away after he was bullied, and he, responded. And the girl who was slapped just, like, chased after him, and he slapped her again. And the girl with the camera was like, oh my God! It's like, are you crazy? That has nothing to do with this. Rarely, right? As a physical side, go fuck yourselves. We all have to be aware. You have to be, like I said, like, just because you're allowed to, cars should stop when you cross the crossway, right? That doesn't mean you shouldn't make eye contact with the guy and see if he's actually, your rights don't mean shit at 100 miles per hour when you cross the street on the, on green, but on the crosswalk. But you still fucking have to, like, pay attention. You can't be quoting your rights while your legs are broken. I feel like there's a parallel here too, right? The fuck you talking about? We're all in danger. As a whole, stop fucking kidding yourselves. We're good. Take care of yourself. Of course, sexual predatory is a serious thing, and for that, I fully agree. But this is not what this commercial is trying to say. It sprinkled that in, which is a thing. But that's not the main thing. The main thing is to be, they're fucked up. Who's they? Us? Me? Listen, dog, I do nothing. I didn't slap no woman when my dick wasn't up. Paul, right? I do none of that shit. But if you put me in the same pot as all the other men, right? What's my motivation to be better than my father, than my ancestors, than the stupid people on the street? If I'm put in the same pot, fuck it, fuck women. Why the fuck am I even trying? I'm right? I'm these extremes. That's one of the issues here.
you don't get the validation for trying.
What is there, right? What else is there if you don't have validation for trying? What else can we do? Start it from the top. Fuck this.
Be a lady, they said. Your skirt is too short. Your shirt is too low. Don't show so much skin. Cover up. Leave something to the imagination. Don't be a temptress.
Stop.
Men can't control themselves.
The mouse thing I told you.
Okay.
All right. Ha! Perfect shot, Paul. Don't be a temptress, dog. Like, it's the same from, it's not like you see an over-sexualized man and you don't go like, oh, fuck. Yes, nobody will rape him. But again, awareness. All I'm saying is the population in prisons is like what? 90%, like 80% men, right? If I go there, I'm also in danger.
Do they have mixed prisons? I thought they were just women or all men.
Raped by guys, dude. Now, again, we go back to this. Women will always face this, but it's a thing that you can control, right? Now, you should be allowed to dress however the fuck you want to be dressed. That doesn't mean, again, to the crosswalk, that you will be protected against that shit, right? So, as far as I'm concerned, go crazy. I will judge you for it. I will judge you in a certain way, but there is no judgment. You watching anything, you're judging. I had a whole episode about judging. Right? You have to have an opinion. You have to have borders and the way things are defined in your head, so you can activate your fight, flight, or freeze response, right? And those are judgment calls, right? You judge always. So I want to judge you. Doesn't mean I'll call you a whore. Maybe I'll judge you based on your age too. Maybe the things you have to do, like I said a few podcasts ago, we're all the whore, right? At a certain point, so you have to go through that. I'll judge you based on many factors, not just this. As far as I'm concerned, and as far as you are protecting yourself, if you're protecting yourself, you can wear wherever the fuck you want, girl. You do you. But don't state opposite things of the, be too much of a prude, be too much of a whore. Like, who's saying that? Is it your own girls? Is it us? Is it society, including the other women too, that also share this episode, like they discovered God, right? I don't know who they is. Play the fucking thing.
Men have needs. Look sexy. Look hot. Don't be so provocative. You're asking for it. Wear black. Wear heels. You're too dressed up. You're too dressed down. You look like you've let yourself go.
Stop.
Be a lady.
It's okay. We'll play it again. They have to know how an episode of that show used to be made. You have to see this fucking thing 1,000 times. I fucking forgot what I was going to say.
Play it again.
Play it again.
They said, your skirt is too short. Your shirt is too low. Don't show so much skin. Cover up. Leave something to the imagination. Don't be a temptress. Men can't control themselves. Men have needs. Look sexy. Look hot. Don't be so provocative. You're asking for it. Wear black. Wear heels. You're too dressed up. You're too dressed down. You look like you've let yourself go.
Stop.
Be a lady.
Are there not social standards for men too? You're too fat. You're too skinny. I got one for you, ladies. Don't be a pussy, Johnny. A girl, Amber, she said that, right? I could cherry pick fucking controversial, like the worst part of women too. Don't be a pussy, Johnny. It was just a hit. I hit you a few times. Why are you hitting me back? Don't be a pussy, Johnny. You can't take a fucking hit. Where's that fucking part, right? Like, if I'm trying to be equal, it's easy for you to be violent, right? Fat isn't. Aren't men judged by their looks so hard on the girl? How about by their richness, right? How about that car's too expensive? That car's too cheap, right? It's too expensive. What is your dick big? Be a man. Your dick little? Be a man, right? What's your car too? I don't fuck one date him. He hates his car. Where's that? I can state opposites too. And don't get me wrong, ladies. It's me you're talking to. Once you date a guy with a car, it's kind of hard to go back with the metro, right? So fuck out of here. I can cherry pick. We have standards that we're upheld too. Be in danger, of course. But if you speak out, and this personally happened to me, if you speak out to a couple of guys while you're, with a dude by your hand and you cross the street. I was on Lipskan, right? Had this girl on a date and two dudes kind of eyed her and she just started swearing at them. And then it was on me to fight these dudes.
Yeah.
Where's that fucking thing? Where is protecting, right? Why do I have to take the punch? Why do I have to hold the fucking door, right? I can not do that, but then I'm judged based on those things. We could all state opposites and make it sound like the other camp, the women, they're all whores, right? It's as stupid as that to state the opposite. It's divisive. That's my problem with this commercial. It tries to elevate girl power in an unrealistic way, right? Whilst dividing the gap between men and women when it comes to us getting along. That's my fucking problem with it. Play the fucking clip.
They said, don't be too fat, don't be too thin. Eat up, slim down. Stop eating so much. Order a salad. Don't eat carbs, skip dessert. Go on a diet. God, you look like a skeleton. Why don't you just eat? You look emaciated, you look sick. Men like women with some meat on their bones.
Women like men with
0.
some muscles.
Be a 00.
Be a triple. Be a monster.
Be less than nothing.
Be everything. Be just a fucking Hulk.
Be a lady, they said. Remove your body hair. Bleach this, bleach that. Eradicate your scars. Cover your stretch marks. Plump your lips. Botox your
Stop.
wrinkles. Lift.
Here's the thing, dog. You know what I do on YouTube? I make stupid videos about society and my feelings and my demons and y'all demons. It's not me making fucking makeup tutorials, motherfuckers. And you know how many girls making makeup tutorials I saw like sharing this? That ain't me. That isn't me. I can only decide when I see you. I fucked a lot of girls who were by first sight standards a 10. Fucked a lot of girls that were 4. I dictate on what's in front of me. I'm a complex man. If I get past that and I know you and you have the personality that scratches my itch right now and you're interesting and why are you acting like we don't see the deeper part of us? No, but you like the ones who are quiet and mysterious and they fucking tell you to shut the fuck up. That's on you. You sleep in the bed you fucking set, right? So where the fuck is this? in this commercial. Go ahead, Paul.
Your face, tuck your tummy, perk up your boobs. Look natural. You're trying too hard. You look overdone. Men don't like girls who try too hard. Be a lady.
Pause.
Said.
Women don't like men who try too hard, do they? Ooh, they hate that shit. They hate, if we're to pick a side from the middle, they like men who ignore them more than trying too hard. Where the fuck's that in this commercial, right? Play.
Wear makeup. Highlight your cheekbones. Line your lids. Fill in your brows. Lengthen your lashes. Color your lips. Powder, blush, bronze, highlight. Your hair is too short. Dye your hair, not blue. That looks unnatural. Look young. Old is ugly. Men don't like ugly.
Stop.
Be a
Women don't like ugly, do they? There's a bunch, this part of the commercial contains a bunch of beauty standards. I will quote the great, late Patrice O'Neill, one of the greatest comedians to ever lived. Women, you can deny this, but you exchange looks for a man's time. It's vice versa too. But looks is your hook. For me, it's confidence, it's being stable, it's being showing that I can fuck the shit out of you while treating you sweetly after that sweet, sweet shower. That's me. What's you? Hey, I know a lot of girls who don't lean on their looks. That's also part of their arsenal, but they don't lead with that. They do just fine. Why is this not, does you think this is not a standard for us to be like composed in front of shit that I can't cry at a movie because I'm a pussy, right? I have to like make a brave face, like punch the chair or something. Fuck this. Fuck that guy. I want to cry inside like a little girl on Schindler's List, right? Fucking red little fucking, the red little girl. I want to tear up. Fuck that. I always tear up. I always show the girls. Fuck it. Look at this shit. I'm human too, right?
Can you see this?
But have a guy friend near you. What do you say? What are you, a fag, right? Even one of my gay friends would be like, "What are you, a fag?" Like, right? It's not gay. A stupid fucking pussy. Be a man. Where the fuck's that shit, dog? Play.
lady, they said. Save yourself. Be pure. Don't be a whore. Don't sleep around. Men don't like sluts. Don't be a prude. Don't be so uptight. And smile more. Pleasure men.
Stop.
Be a
Don't be a prude. Don't be a slut. You decide how many, like, I never was. I think your average man won't care. I've been outspoken about this. Not your average intelligent man. I was gonna say educated man.
Yeah, but the average man, I think it would care. Like this one,
Yeah, your
I
average.
think it's still a thing.
Oh, regarding what
being
exactly?
men calling girls whores because they sleep
Yeah,
around and
we
they
had
have
we
fun.
had this episode. Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, no, I hate virgins. I don't hate them. It's just my time.
Fuck 'em.
My time passed to have the patience to train one, and also inexperienced girls, right? They're trying to pretend like they know what the fuck, like a 19, 20-year-old girl trying to act all sexy. You're like, okay, can we just have like, and they're still trying. You're like, fuck this. I don't have the patience anymore. It takes patience to train. So like, find men who like more mature qualities in a woman, and make sure you understand that if he's like that, it comes with a side blade, right? Like it's two sides of the same coin. Like he has other things to complement for that, and you have to accept them too. You don't have to do what women do. You can't get to cherry pick. Equality is not you getting to cherry pick whatever quality is good and then complaining that they don't all come in this magical container of a man. You think that pressure isn't on us? Fucking smile, stand up, open the fucking door. What you didn't take the check? You paid the check? How the fuck dare you? Is she not independent? Why did you pay the check? I'll pay it the first time. The second time, don't pay it. Fuck that. Lift up the toilet seat, right? I'm not gonna go into this, but this is one of my stand-up bits, right? Like, how many stand-up comedians, women, didn't joke about the men leaving the toilet seat up? What the fuck is that? Listen, dog. We both sit down when we take a shit, lady. If I piss, I raise it and I take a piss. You need to pee, you lower it. And then you pee. I touch it once when I pee. You touch it once when I pee. We shit. We both sit. It's not like, I pee and then I go out to the door and then I realize I need to shit and then I just go and throw myself at the fucking toilet. I look, oh shit, the lid is not down. That's right. I better put it down. Where's that double standard? You want another standard, dude? Like, this isn't talked about. We're the enemy, right? Like, we're the assholes. H&M, any other fucking store. I want to go shopping sometimes. I want to not look in a black shirt, fucking looking like a bum every time. I have ambitions to be a better self, right? I go to buy something. They send me in the fucking basement, like this little fucking corner where I can take your little fucking tie, your little suit that looks the same. It's enough. You just all look in a fucking suit. Here's your little corner. 2 stories up, fucking 2 stories of H&M afterwards. You know what I mean? Women, all women. And then the kids get about the same space as the men do. What the fuck's that shit?
But it doesn't look like the shop. It's a basement. Like, go.
Shut up and close the door behind you, please. But no, close the door and lock it. You all fucking men stay there and think about what you did all these years. That wasn't me, dog. That was fucking 1900, man. That's not my problem, ladies. You understand? But obviously, if I'm put in the same pot, I should act the same. What's the point, right? Let me tell you about how many drawers in the bathroom I have compared to my girl, dog. About 2, I would say, compared to like 8. I say nothing. I want my girl to feel pretty, not just for me, but for her confidence, because I like her confidence more than I like her dirty parts. Oh, I love those 2, baby. She's in front of me. Thank you, Paul. Play the fucking thing.
Experience, be sexual, be innocent, be dirty, be the cool girl. Don't be like the other girls. Be a lady.
Don't be like the. I specifically remember exact moments when I was walking with my girlfriend and other girls, and they saw that another girl has the same dress or shoes or something like that, and they were like, "Fuck! Now I have to."
Yeah, they were probably younger, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Not that it wouldn't bother them, but they wouldn't say it out loud if they were
that
older.
uniqueness that they want also. Like, as a person, you kind of want or hope that you're unique.
My point, and it never was that men are better than women. My point is 75% of us are shit, and then the 25% carry the population. And I'm sorry to break it to you, Paul. We're not in the upper 25%.
No, they don't think so.
So this high and above place you're coming at it won't help us get along, us 75%. I know you think that you share your little fucking birthday wish. Here, donate for little Timmy. He has cancer for my birthday. Fuck you, you donated for your birthday. I donated for my birthday. I don't have to ask you for money, right? I know you feel like you're in the upper 25%. You're not. Like a lot of us aren't, and the ones who are ain't watching YouTube, dog. They're working right now, thinking about
owning YouTube,
how to solve this coronavirus shit, how to fucking, oh shit, the ozone layer is too fucking thin. No, fuck that shit. It's corona's priority right now, right? Those are the fucking dudes, not the billionaires either. Maybe some of them, right? Like small percentage of them. Fuck out of here, girls. I know, don't get me into equal pay either. Equal work for equal pay. I'm all up for that shit. But when you say that a lady makes, a man makes $1, a lady makes 80 cents to every $1 earned by man, that's because there are no firefighter women, dog. I or my fellow man goes out there and fights the fires and dies rescuing kids. And he's paid a lot for that shit. Same for surgeons. I'm not pulling the statistics out of my ass. I also heard them. Surgeons are mostly men, and the reason they are men is the reason it's such a highly risk, such a well-paid job is because you have to assume that risk. You have to fucking assume that risk to not. And a lot of women don't. For statistics say a lot of women rather go into podiatry, which is not paid as much. right? Having so that just when you make that sum of salaries, of course, it's going to be $1 to 80 cents. But equal job for equal pay, fuck out of here, dog.
I remember
My girlfriend works in an all-girl company, right? Nothing wrong with that, but let's not pretend like the balance isn't sort of equal, right? At least in a modernized country, I have to like we're talking here from a place of luxury. You and me watching now, you understand? If you have the screen to see this on and the comfort and not feel like a fucking shell is landing on your head, or your father fucking beating you because you hear about sexuality or something. If you're in that context, we're on a cloud, dog. We're talking first world problems here. So we have to address that too before we go on. Let's go on.
They said, don't talk too loud. Don't talk too much. Don't be intimidating.
Stop.
Why are you?
Don't talk too loud. Don't talk too much. Jesus fuck. I've seen 1,000 posts from men, probably targeted because I have a dick, right? Like, don't raise your volume when you heard. Speak from your diaphragm. Women respect speaking from the diaphragm. Like all this fucking thing I have to like think about, and no, I just have to pretend like it's natural because if I show one semblance of vulnerability, what are you? Be a man, they said. Suck a dick, I say. Right? It goes in all directions. Go ahead.
You so miserable? Don't be a bitch. Don't be so bossy. Don't be so emotional. Don't cry. Don't yell. Don't swear.
Stop.
Endure
I know we repeated it, but don't be so emotional. Don't yell. Don't cry. That's exponential for men, right? All right, go ahead.
the pain. Don't complain. Fold his clothes. Cook his dinner. Keep him happy. That's a woman's job. You'll make a good wife someday. Take his
Go ahead. Play.
last name. You hyphenated your name. Crazy feminist. Give him children. You don't want children? You will someday. He'll change your mind.
Stop. I'm on the pill, she said. I'm keeping this baby, she said. What, you don't like to be a dad? They said. You'll like it, they said. I think this about covers it, right? How many women on the pill? How many women didn't trap men, right? And then it's your body. I understand that it is your body. But that's still not, that doesn't mean a guy who's in his 20s, right, and ready to start his business or whatever, and went on her word that she was on the pill, right? Then you have no legal recourse. Don't even get me started on fucking divorces and the law of divorce, especially in America, right? So please have his baby. Like, why? Because you carry. Don't you enjoy the love of that baby yourself? Is it like, you're not making it for me? Like, I would say this is pulled out of my ass. But even in modern societies, I would say the pressure to have babies is still like 70-30. I would still say fair enough. 70% of the women pressure when it's time to have a baby, it's because she wants it, right? There are some men like, yeah, you have to give me babies. But again, it comes down to who you choose, ladies. If you're 23 and you like to be taken out, you don't like another 23-year-old guy, right? You don't like that shit. Maybe he's a web programmer. Maybe he was a guy trying to start vlogs and shit, right? He doesn't have money to take you out. Maybe he's not as confident because he hasn't earned it yet. You go for the 40-year-old guy because he can take you out. He's nice, he's stable. He doesn't try to buy you. He's a man. But he's earned that, right? And you like that lifestyle. You like the way he treats you. You like the things he teaches you. And he doesn't make you feel bad about him. A more complex, well-built man with time and work put into himself. You don't have the patience for a 22-year-old guy? Sure. But then don't fucking complain that 40-year-old dude suggests maybe he wants his first baby now, right? You know what I mean? So if this is what this is talking about, and that's fucking bullshit. Continue.
Be a lady, they said. Don't get raped. Don't drink too much. Don't walk alone.
Stop.
Don't go.
We already addressed raped.
But seriously, don't get raped. Like,
Yes. Obviously. if you think you can add this into the mix of this commercial and make me feel like, oh, I shouldn't say nothing because men rape women. Again, it ain't me. And if I'm not sure, there are those news when I think there was a news a couple of years ago here in Romania that
That guy.
this inmate killed 2 like rapists, right, in jail. You think the guys in the comments were like, oh shit, no. Everybody was cheering. Like, yeah, fuck that motherfucker. I would kill him twice. So again, don't get raped. Why you add this here? Like somebody tells you, like, it is a constant danger. I agree. But there's also the rest of the dangers besides direct conflict. As a man who has the expectancy of myself to keep my family safe, that's on me. You understand that, ladies? You'll never have to face that. And God knows I have respect for the women in the military. Like, God damn it, those fucking tough ass bitches breaking stereotypes. Good for you, ladies. Go ahead.
Go out too late. Don't dress like that. Don't get drunk. Don't smile at strangers. Don't go out at night. Don't trust anyone. Don't say yes. Don't say no. Just be a lady, Lizzie.
Girls. Dude, fuck it. We're making this sketch. We may not have the money. It might take a month and we'll get fucking 500 views like usually after fucking so much work. But we're used to it. Let's fucking make this fucking thing. I'll do the script in a couple of days and then we can start gathering these fucking equivalent shots and have an actual cohesive point throughout. Fuck this commercial. I think it's pandering, like I said. I am all for equal rights, but you have to realize the pendulum has swung in the other directions in many domains of society, towards women, towards LGBTQ, towards all that shit. And from the beginning, I was a guy who wanted people to express who they are in a safe environment. But if that's overpushed, and I will end with this, I have no reason to be better. My mom is visiting, so we're going to have to end this one. I hope you like it. Paul will edit this into a more cohesive episode. Stay tuned next week to see it and maybe share it in a shorter format. Until then, thank you for the support, Paul.
Thank you.
Have a good evening.
See ya. Peace.
Peace.